If you're a woman watching this and you're wondering why men are not asking you out, I promise you, there are a few different reasons why this would be happening. I've had women come to me and say, why isn't he asking me out? Why is he not approaching me? Maybe he's just not interested.
Why do y'all approach a pretty girl at the gas pump? Don't offer to pay for her gas. Don't offer to get out and pump it. But you asking for her number. You asking for her time. You asking for conversation. You already too needy. You coming in too needy.
This woman is asking why men would approach women at gas stations, like it's some kind of violation of sacred space. The gas station. Think about that. Men can't approach women at bars because that's predatory. Can't approach at the gym because women are there to work out. Can't approach at coffee shops because women are busy. Can't approach on the street because that's street harassment. And now we can't approach at gas stations because apparently women pumping gas need to be left in complete isolation. Where exactly are men supposed to meet women? In designated male approach zones that don't exist?
Where are all the good men at? They're everywhere. But you told them to stop approaching. So they did. Now, they're not approaching you. And you're confused as to why. Because you told them to. And now, you're asking, well, why aren't men approaching? Because you said not to approach. They're doing what you said.
Hey guys, so I'm never gonna talk to a guy again. Never gonna look at one, never gonna talk to one, never gonna spend a single minute with a single one. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm somebody who doesn't get approached in public by men, right? And for the longest time, I wondered, why is that? But it just dawns on me. It's because I'm perfect. Oh, I'm too perfect.
This woman genuinely believes that being physically attractive automatically entitles her to male attention and approach. She can't comprehend that men might be weighing the risks versus rewards of approaching her. Sure, she might be attractive, but is she worth potentially getting labeled a creep, having her friends film you and post it online, or dealing with her posting a viral TikTok about how some weird guy had the audacity to find her attractive? Modern men are doing cost-benefit analysis on every interaction, and most women aren't worth the potential social distraction.
So why do men no longer come up to women? I asked this in a TikTok last week, and it got so many comments, especially from men. And I just want to preface this with, this was no shade to men, this post was no shade to men, and neither is this one. I was just genuinely curious and asking. I love men, I think they're awesome, and I think that they're a little confused right now. But most of their responses said something like, we were told not to go up to you guys, and we were told that you want to be left alone, and you just want your own space, and you don't want us approaching you. Men were also saying things like they were called creeps and weirdos, and they don't want to be called that. It's not a pleasant experience.
This is the entire modern dating disaster summed up in 30 seconds. For the last decade, women have been running a massive social media campaign telling men that approaching women is harassment, that we're creeps, that we should leave them alone. They made gas stations, grocery stores, gyms, coffee shops, and basically every public space off limits for male approach. Now these same women are sitting around wondering why their phones aren't blowing up with date requests. It's like burning down the forest and then wondering where all the trees went. You can't spend years conditioning men to view normal courtship as assault and then act confused when they stop trying.
Why is dating in your late 20s just the hardest thing ever? These men are terrible. I'm sorry, but why do you expect to be treated like a princess? Every single guy that I've been going out with lately literally thinks that they deserve the world. Like, I deserve the world, not you, me. I need all the men in the area to get a grip and understand you are the man. Be a man. Be a man. Do it. You can do it, not me. I'm a girl. Okay? Do it.
Listen to the entitlement dripping from every word. She wants men to be men and take all the risks of approach while offering nothing in return except her mere presence. She wants traditional male behavior without traditional female reciprocation. She wants men to pursue her while she sits back like a princess waiting to be entertained. This is the modern woman's dating strategy: demand that men do everything while contributing nothing but attitude and expectations.
Do white men like black girls? And if they do, how do I get them to approach me? because they never approach me. They just stare, but no one walks up to me and tells me that I'm beautiful and want to buy me a drink.
So I seen this video and I figured we'd talk about it. Currently telling ourselves we are pretty and intimidating, that's why men aren't approaching us. So I'm not going to sugarcoat this, okay? Those women are pretty. Okay, are they intimidating? No, absolutely not. But the way I'm going to approach this video is based on a comment. A woman had commented saying, "We have suppressed our men." This is on you guys. This has women written all over it. This is what you've done, because you guys will come on here and say the most outlandish, horrible, disgusting things because you're upset or you're angry or this guy's not calling you back, whatever it may be. You will trash the entire gender of men, but in that same breath, hope to marry a good one day.
Y'all know why I'm single? Because the guy that I like doesn't like me as much as I like. And the guy that likes me, I don't like him as much as he likes me. And the guy that's a walking green flag to quit, I'm just not ready to commit.
Approaching women because they're afraid of the woman calling him a freak or weird or creep or threatening, when he is probably, in most cases, just trying to have a simple interaction and get her number or start a conversation. But I've seen so many TikToks where a woman will go viral for telling a story about how a man came up to her and said something very normal, but she calls him a freak and calls him weird or threatening or whatnot, probably because she just didn't find him attractive. But at the same time that's happening, women really want men to make the first move because they want an assertive man who's brave enough to come talk to a stranger. So I totally understand both perspectives, but they clash. So what do we do about this scenario? No one's talking to anyone, no one's getting any numbers. What do we do?
What you just witnessed is the complete collapse of cause and effect awareness in the modern female brain. These women have spent the last decade systematically destroying male confidence and motivation to approach, and now they're genuinely confused about why men have stopped playing their rigged game. Social media gave every woman a platform to publicly shame men for normal courtship behavior. Suddenly, asking for a number became harassment. Starting a conversation became creepy. Showing interest became stalking. Women started filming interactions with men and posting them online for mockery and social media points. They created an environment where any man who wasn't a perfect 10 with perfect game risked social destruction for the crime of being attracted to them. But here's where the female brain breaks down. They never connected these actions to consequences. They thought they could train unattractive men to stop approaching women while still expecting attractive men to pursue them. They thought they could weaponize social media against regular guys while keeping their options open for Chad. They never considered that men would eventually say, "Screw this entire system," and walk away completely. Now we're seeing the results. Men have learned. They've watched countless guys get destroyed online for harmless approaches. They've seen careers ruined over misunderstood interactions. They've witnessed the social media lynch mobs that form whenever a woman decides a man's attention was unwanted. So they've adapted by simply not approaching at all. And what's the female response? More demands. More entitlement. More complaints about men not being real men while offering nothing to incentivize male pursuit. These women want traditional male behavior from a generation of men they've spent years demonizing and emasculating. The funniest part is how they frame this as a male problem. Men need to man up and approach us. Really? Why? What's the upside for men? The chance to maybe get a date with someone who's been conditioned to see male attention as predatory? The opportunity to potentially become the next viral TikTok about creepy guys who think they have a chance. These women destroyed the social contract that made dating work. They eliminated the safety and predictability that encouraged men to take romantic risks. They turned courtship into a minefield where one wrong move could destroy your reputation. And now they're sitting in the rubble wondering why nobody wants to play their game anymore. The brutal truth is that most of these women aren't worth the risk they've created. They've priced themselves out of the market not through their standards, but through the social consequences they've attached to pursuing them. Men have decided that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. This is what happens when you give women unlimited power to destroy men socially while expecting those same men to continue pursuing you. It's the ultimate expression of female solipsism, the complete inability to understand that your actions have consequences and that other people respond rationally to incentives. The solution isn't men manning up and accepting higher risks for the same or worse rewards. The solution is women creating an environment where male approach is welcomed, appreciated, and safe. But that would require them to take responsibility for the culture they created, and we all know that's never going to happen. So men will continue to walk away, women will continue to complain, and the dating market will continue to collapse under the weight of female entitlement and male rational self-interest.